When I was younger, I lived in Pilsen a lot, and then I moved to Gage Park, and I was there for 9 years of my life. But then I went to Little Village. Little Village is a predominantly a Latino neighborhood, and it's on the south side of Chicago. My parents were born in Chicago. My grandparents are the one who came from Mexico, so I'm second generation Latino. I grew up speaking English because my mom sat me in front of the TV a lot because she had to work. She was a teen mom. At 16, she had me, and then at 18, she had my younger brother. I think ever since I was really little, I was always like drawing and creating stories and building things. In high school, I painted murals for a good 4 years. And then even towards like the end of high school, I was already painting my own murals with my friends. I had a little crew together. Because there was so much you can do with icons from that are already present. You can spin something off, or you can just use the style and do something with it. I'm a photographer and a cinematographer. I've been doing photography for close to 4 years now. And then I've been doing video work for 2. Last year I went to California for work. I get a bunch of paid gigs now, and constantly running around Chicago back and forth from Pilsen to Little Village. And because I was always involved in the art scene, because I was always there, I built friends with a little more well-known street artists from all around Chicago. And I take pictures for them, I shoot video for them, and it's awesome. Pilsen, if you're a creative person, if you're an artist, especially a Latino artist, that is the Mecca. Every year we have a parade, and then just recently, I think this year, there's murals popping up all over the neighborhood. There's a street just dedicated to painting murals. And then we have our street artists, and we have street vendors, and we have our own identity. Everybody who came from Mexico for some reason went to that neighborhood, or anybody who spoke Spanish and identified as Latino, they went there. Yeah, Chicago, I love my city. At the same time, it just kind of upsets me how it's violent. It is a violent city. You know, when people come from other states or other cities, and they're like, oh, let's go explore Chicago, and you know, they get all hyped up for, you know, to go run around, I get very anxious. There's a pretty big gang presence in the south side of Chicago, especially in my neighborhood. Gang violence has always been prominent ever since I was a little kid. Growing up, I have lost a few friends, you know, from middle school all the way through high school. I've always seen them. They've always kind of, you know, been near me. I was never involved in gangs. I've never been a part of it. I was always the artsy-fartsy kid. It's crazy. It's just like, you hear it on the news, like somebody died in this neighborhood, and you're like, nah, whatever. Poor guy. It hurts a little bit, because I have a love-hate relationship